Hey bestie, if you are feeling overwhelmed by that constant juggle of work, family, life, and that little voice in the back of your head telling you to take care of yourself, you've come to the right place. I'm Alanis, your habit tracking BFF, and you are listening to Down the Habit Hole. My mission is to help women just like you master their chaos through the power of habits. So go ahead, grab a little drinky drink, and listen up as we dive down the habit hole together and talk through productivity, burnout, decision fatigue, and everything in between. Hey, happy Monday. Welcome to a new week and a new episode of Down the Habit Hole. Today we are diving deep into a topic that I know is close to all of our hearts, and that is our mental health. We all know the feeling, stressed, overwhelmed, like our brains are literally going to explode. But listen up, because you are not stuck and you don't have to keep feeling that way. This episode is packed with some powerful habits and strategies that you can seamlessly weave into your life to create a calmer and more resilient you. So go grab your favorite drinky drink, a comfy cozy blankie, and let's hop right into it. Let's face it, the world throws a lot at us between work deadlines, family stuff, and that dreaded social media scroll hole. It's easy to get burned out. But here's the good news. Mental health is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. And these habits and strategies are guaranteed to be your go-to toolkit for building unshakable mental resilience. Before we jump into specific habits, let's take a step back. Understanding our own mental landscape is crucial. Take a minute to think about what your own personal triggers are for when stress and anxiety start to creep up. What are your early warning signs that you're feeling overwhelmed? Maybe it's difficulty or just plain lack of sleep, changes in your meal plans or meal schedules, or something in particular happening at work or otherwise amidst the people that you spend your days around. Once you can start to identify these red flags, you can start to be more proactive in managing your environment and circumstances. Here's a hot tip for this. Start keeping a journal on hand or create a new note in your phone or on Notion and start taking time to jot down your thoughts and feelings as frustration or irritation start to come up for you. This self-reflection can be a powerful tool for gaining insight into your emotional patterns. Are there any negative thought spirals you get caught in? Any specific triggers that are consistently an issue for you? Journaling through these can help you identify these patterns and start to challenge and change them. All right, friends, let's talk about habits. These are going to be the building blocks that you'll need to build on and strengthen your mental health and resilience. Here are some key areas to focus on. First and foremost, sleep. We all know this one is important, but I have seen such significant results from this change in my life that I am on a mission to show you the difference that it can make in yours too. The most recent research shows that the average adult woman should be getting 9 to 10 hours of quality sleep each night. And honestly, if you are able to pull that off, please slide into my DMs because I'm impressed and I want to know your secrets. But realistically, I imagine that you are just like me and that you are busy trying to do all the things. And quite frankly, 9 to 10 hours is just not going to happen. However, I will continue to scream from the rooftops that at the very least, you should be sticking to a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every single day. You can help yourself really foster these routines by creating a relaxing bedtime routine that signals to your body it's time to wind down. This might include a warm bath, dimming the lights, or reading a calming book. I've also found it really helpful to invest in blackout curtains if needed, especially since the sun is setting later and later these days. And also, if you can, ditch the phone and television screens at least 1 hour before your bedtime because the blue light that is emitted from those screens will disrupt your sleep cycle. Second on the list is to move that beautiful body of yours. Exercise is a natural mood booster, especially when it's in the form of something that you actually enjoy. The key to anything and everything in life is to find healthy habits in ways that are sustainable and fit the lifestyle that already exists for you. If you hate cardio exercise and you're trying to force yourself to run 2 miles every day, it's no wonder you keep quitting after a couple days of trying to instill this habit. Find an activity that you truly enjoy, whether it's hot yoga classes, a power walk through the park, or even a dance party in your living room. A little movement goes a long way, especially if you're enjoying yourself. And then there's mindfulness. Give that big, busy brain a mental vacation every once in a while with some mindfulness practices. While there are many different ways to incorporate some mindfulness into your life, I found that as a beginner, a good place to start was with guided meditation apps like Headspace or Calm. But even simply taking a few deep breaths throughout the day and focusing on the feeling of your breath entering and leaving your body can help you slow down and start to feel a little bit more centered again. All it really takes is a few minutes of mindfulness every day to help your body and brain start to feel less stress and improved focus. Another thing that I always find super helpful for my mental health is the power of gratitude. Focusing on what you're grateful for can not only boost happiness and reduce negativity, but you start to focus more and more on what you're grateful for and pay closer attention to it. My favorite ways to practice this are by writing in my journal every morning 3 things that I'm grateful for or that went well for me the day before. And then also right before bed, it's part of our nightly routine that my husband Bob and I talk about one thing that we're grateful for from that day. It could be anything, big or small. A delicious hot cup of coffee, a heartfelt conversation with your bestie, or even just the warmth of the sunshine on your skin during your walk that day. Taking a few minutes to reflect on the good things in your life starts to shift your perspective, and before you know it, you'll be actively looking for things to be grateful for as you go about your day, which will leave you feeling more positive and empowered to keep doing great things. The way that you talk to yourself also matters. It's time to start fulfilling the role of your inner cheerleader and begin challenging your negative thoughts so that you can replace them with positive affirmations. For example, rather than saying, "I am definitely going to fail at this thing," you might tell yourself instead, "I can do this. I am capable and strong." It might feel a little cheesy at first, but trust me when I say that positive talk is a powerful tool for boosting confidence and resilience. The science says that on a subconscious level, your brain doesn't know the difference between real life and things that you're making up in your head. So when you begin consistently reminding yourself how amazing you are, because newsflash, you are amazing, you really start to believe it. And yes, the opposite is true too. So stop talking down on yourself. Here's a tip. Write down some positive affirmations that resonate with you and stick them somewhere you'll see them every day. Your bathroom mirror, your phone case, your computer monitor, wherever. And then every time you come across them, make it a point to say them out loud to yourself. Those daily reminders can make a big difference in how you see yourself and how you approach the challenges that you face. All right, now that you're done talking to yourself, let's talk about how strong social connections are also vital for your mental health. Jim Rohn said that you are a product of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So surround yourself with people who uplift you, inspire you, and make you feel good about yourself. And remember that support can come in many forms. So find your tribe. Maybe you have a close-knit group of friends or some supportive family members, or maybe you find connection through social groups like a book club, volunteering, or even some online communities with people that share your interests. The key is to find people who understand you, make you laugh, and offer encouragement. Finding a few trusted friends and family to be able to share your struggles with can be really healing as well. It allows you to connect with them on a deeper level and feel less alone in whatever it is you might be feeling. But also, don't be afraid to seek professional help if you need it. I think we're living in a world where it no longer needs to be said, but in case you need to hear it, there's no shame in getting some guidance from a mental health professional, especially if you're struggling. I personally believe that everyone should see a therapist, as they are there to guide you through challenges, teach healthy coping mechanisms, and provide a safe space to explore your emotions. Don't wait until things start to feel overwhelming. Prioritizing your mental health is a sign of strength and a method of self-care. And speaking of self-care, let's talk about it. These are the activities that bring you a lot of joy in life and really fill your cup. So discover your passions and make time for them. Whether it's reading, painting, snuggling with your dogs, spending time outside, listening to music, the list could go on and on. And while you're doing these things that you enjoy, don't forget that it's okay to set boundaries. Learning to set healthy boundaries protects your time and energy and reduces stress. I try to live by that if something is not a hell yes, it's a hell no for me. And that includes social media. In our hyper-connected world, it's easy to get overwhelmed by social media and constant information overload. Take regular breaks to unplug from your devices and reconnect with yourself and the people around you. Remember that self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. By prioritizing taking care of yourself, you'll be better equipped to handle all of the challenges that life throws at you and show up as your best self for yourself and the people you love. All right, besties, we've covered a lot today. Understanding your mental landscape, building powerful habits, creating a strong support system, and even incorporating some self-care into your life. Remember that your mental health is like a muscle. You'll want to always be working on building it up and maintaining its strength. Otherwise, you'll experience breakdown of that muscle. There will be ups and downs, but by incorporating these habits and strategies, you'll be better equipped to navigate them and come out stronger each and every day. Don't forget to subscribe to Down the Habit Hole for more inspiration on changing your habits so that you can change your life. And until next time, stay strong, stay empowered, and keep showing up for yourself. And if no one's told you lately, your gifts have the power to change the world. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Down the Habit Hole with me, Alanis Van Duzer. Remember, you're not alone in this journey to balancing your chaos. Join me over on Instagram at Down the Habit Hole Pod. And don't be shy, slide into my DMs. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's episode, answer your burning questions, or even just have a little chat. Plus, if you share this episode on your Instagram story and tag me at Down the Habit Hole Pod, I'll be picking one lucky listener each week to win Starbucks on me. Until next time, friend, may your coffee be strong and your to-do list be short.